Hello, diecast fans, and welcome to an all-new episode of Jim's Magnificent Miniature Motor Cars and to a video that I have quite frankly been wanting to record for quite some time. Okay, I'd like to welcome you to Old versus New Part 1. And the featured cars for today's video will be a Porsche 911 Turbo by Kyosho and this Porsche 911 Turbo S by Mini GT. Now, okay, this comparison is not quite the apples to apples comparison that I would have preferred, considering that the Kyosho in question is a Porsche 991 Turbo, while the Mini GT is a Porsche 992 Turbo S. But it will do for my purposes because it will show why Mini GT is my preferred brand for 1/64th scale premium diecast, and why, well, in my humble opinion, Kyosho's time as the king of that particular hill has quite frankly passed. Right? So, a number of things, okay? Just in terms of sheer craftsmanship. Okay. What are certain things that the Mini GT has over the Kyosho? Well, just take a look at what the things are made of. Okay, so you have die-cast metal and you have a metal chassis in contrast to, okay, admittedly die-cast metal, but with a plastic chassis for the Kyosho. Also, Mini GT has very nicely spinning wheels, while the Kyosho has wheels that turn with some, well, that spin or roll with some effort. Yep. And I'd like to point out that that was a case with a lot of the Kyosho Porsche 911s. And not only did the wheels have a hard time spinning, in some cases the wheels didn't spin or roll at all because they were crammed way too tightly into the wheel arches. And another concern that I'd like to mention is price. When I picked up this Kyosho, it was either in 2016 or 2017. This baby cost me 800 pesos, which right now would be the equivalent, I think, of $18. Now, okay, it's not exactly Kyosho's fault because, to my knowledge, had I picked this up in Japan, it would have cost, I don't know, maybe 400 or 500 yen. So the truth of the matter is, I think the big problem with this, with this model, or with Kyosho's sale of this model, was that they simply didn't have a local distributor. And in effect, the person who sold me this car basically had to pay a premium to bring it here, which is why he sold it at a considerable premium as well. In contrast, this Mini GT, the price for this Mini GT was well below $10. Okay, I mean, it was like what, $9 or $8. So yeah, in terms of workmanship, in terms of price, the Mini GT easily triumphs over the Porsche. And it's just really sad, I gotta be frank with you, because once upon a time, Kyosho made fantastic 1/64th scale diecast cars. Once upon a time, these were the guys who really brought the A game when it came to making 1/64th scale Ferraris. But the fact of the matter is, at least in my humble opinion, that time has passed. And at least as far as 1/64th scale Porsches is concerned, Mini GT are the folks to beat. Alright? And that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed Old versus New Part 1. So stay tuned for Old versus New Part 2 coming up soon.